Hi, welcome back to our podcast, Books Don't Review Themselves. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Kim. Today we're going to do another Millennial movie review. That's what I decided we were going to call these. Today we're going to be talking about the 1985 classic, Clue. It came out in December, and it is a murder mystery, and it is awesome, but we'll see how Jess feels in a second. I'll read the synopsis. Based on the popular board game, this comedy begins at a dinner party hosted by Mr. Body, aka Lee Ving, where he admits to blackmailing his visitors. These guests, who have been given aliases, are Mrs. Peacock, Eileen Brennan, Miss Scarlett, Leslie Ann Warren, Mr. Green is Michael McKean, Professor Plum is Christopher Lloyd, Mrs. White is Madeline Kane, and Colonel Mustard is Martin Mule. When Body turns up murdered, all are suspects, and together they try to figure out who the killer is. So what do you think?
I liked it. But again, it's hard because it's a 1985 movie. Mm-hmm. It was almost comical.
It is. It's a comedy.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I wasn't sure if it was supposed to be comical or if things were funny to me because it was like, oh, God. I laughed when, what did you say his name was? Was it Tim Curry?
Oh, yeah.
Because he's the butler. He's one of the butlers.
Yeah, it doesn't even say Tim Curry in the synopsis, and he's like the most well-known person. But yeah, he's the butler. And
he's one of the butlers, like in one of the Home Alones or something.
Oh, is he?
And I'm like, Josh, does he always play the butler? And he's like, yes.
He's a transvestite in Rocky Horror Picture Show, but you know.
Yeah, I liked it. I really liked the lady.
Who was it? Scarlett, Mrs. White, Miss Peacock.
Who was the one in the black? Was that
Mrs. White?
Yeah, I think it was Mrs. White.
When she goes off, she's like, flames on the side of my face, burning. Yeah, sorry, kitty.
That made me laugh because, like, every time that I'm upset about something, Josh will, like, or if he knows he irritates me, he's like, I can see the fucking flames coming out. So when she said that, it kind of made me chuckle a little bit because I'm like, something Josh always says to me.
Yeah.
I liked it. I also thought it was kind of interesting how they did the ending.
Yes.
Where they did, like,
3 different endings.
Yeah, and that I could tell because Josh watched it with me. Like, he was just, like, captured.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For him, that's unusual.
Miss Peacock.
She was insane. She was so annoying. And I think she did good, though, but yeah.
Yeah, she did good. And then the cook, that lady or whatever. And I loved when they were, like, running and then the stabbing, and I'm like, oh, my God.
It was great.
And then when, like, they were all running in with their guns, and they're just like...
And then just the little one-lines, like when Mr. Green, he's like, and I'm a plant, and then one of the guys is like, I thought men like you were called fruits, you know, implying that he's gay, and just those little, like, one-lines and stuff. Yeah. I love that. And since this came out in December of 85, I would have been 9 years old, and we lived out in the country. I mean, this was back in the 80s, so, you know, cable wasn't as much of a thing, I guess. Satellite dishes were, though, so we had a satellite dish, and since we lived out in the country and I had no children to play with except for my sister, and she was 5 years older than me, so she never wanted to play with me, I either played by myself a lot, read, or I watched tons of movies. And right at about that age, I was starting to find mysteries like Encyclopedia Brown and Nancy Drew and The Westing Game, which if you have not read The Westing Game, you should read it, even though it's a young adult book, and you should read it to your children because it's awesome. So anyway, I was, like, just finding mysteries, and then I watched Clue, and I was just like, what is this? I mean, I loved it. And the 3 endings, I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah, I liked that part because I didn't realize they were going to do it that way. Mm-hmm. And then, so you're like, okay, like that first ending, you're like, okay, it makes sense. And then you do it again, and you're like, what? I guess it could be that too. And then they do the third.
And then with the Clue too, like we were talking about Scream, when, you know, after I would watch it again, I'd see where the people were to see if it made sense. With Clue, it does. You know, you'd look and be like, oh yeah, that person wasn't there. That person wasn't there. So that was just one more thing that I loved about it.
And I don't know if I even, like, as I was watching it, was even really focused on guessing who the killer was.
Mm-hmm. You're just enjoying.
And I don't think that I would have thought the maid.
Oh, for...
Yeah.
One of the... But, I mean, they were all, you know, in on it in various ways.
Right.
Even the cook and everything.
Right.
Except for Mr. Green. He was the only one who was not in on it. But, Yeah, I just love it. And just the way it starts, you know, it's a dark and stormy night. And, you know,
With the dogs.
Tim Curry steps in dog shit, you know, and just all those little things like that. It just
Josh
made
really
it.
laughed at that because he was like wiping his boot. I'm like, what happened? He's like, he stepped in dog shit. I'm just like.
And then, like, when they go and explore the house and, you know, all the lights go off. And then, I don't remember which one it was. I think maybe it was Miss Scarlet. No, it was Mrs. White. And she's like, hello? Who's there? And it just... I don't know. It made me smile. I chuckled.
Was it Miss Scarlet whose car broke down?
Yes. And then Professor Plum picks her up.
Yeah, but I chuckled because the thing is, her car breaks down. It's pouring. Was it pouring yet?
And her hair isn't... No, it started pouring right when they get there.
Yeah, it wasn't pouring yet. But she's, like, sitting there, and then when she sticks her leg out, and I'm like, oh, my God. And then this guy stops. And then...
And you could tell he was a total creeper, and, like, you find out later on that he was creeping on his students as a professor.
So I was like, bad idea. She gets in the car, and he's like, oh, where are you going? And then she's like, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, wait, that's where I got this dinner invite. And I'm like, why are all these people going to this fucking house if they just get a letter in the mail? And they're just like, yeah, we're just gonna go.
Let's go. I totally would, though. I'm like waiting for that day for that to happen, for someone to be like, if you can stay in this house for overnight, this haunted house, you'll get $1 million. I'm like, yes, house on Haunted Hill. I am so there. Or some murder mystery. Come to here and blah, blah, blah. I'd be like, awesome. But I would have weapons on me. I wouldn't come in with nothing.
That's probably part of the $1 million is no weapons.
No weapons. Damn it. Yeah.
But yeah, I liked it. I would be excited to watch the remake.
I'm so excited.
I think it'll be really good. And I really
Jason Bateman, Ryan Reynolds.
I love Jason Bateman and Ryan Reynolds. Like, love them.
Yeah.
And so I think they'll do a really good job. Yes. And I really, really like both their sense of humor.
Yes.
So,
and I think it'll mesh well. And I mean, I wonder, like, I don't remember if Jason Bateman's going to be in it or if he's just writing it or whatnot. But if he is in it too, like, I want to know, like, who is Ryan Reynolds going to play and who's Jason Bateman going to play, you know, and their characters and who, like, which females are going to play the different ones and stuff. So,
yeah.
And then two, are they going to have 3 endings again? Are they just going to have 1 ending? I mean, how are they going to make it cool and different, but yet still true to Clue, you know? Yeah. So I'm so excited about that one.
I guess you can't really do a spin-off either.
No. And just a quick side note of the movie Clue, like, it is one of my favorite movies in the world. And this past fall, I believe it was, Diana Peterfreund, I'm not sure if that's how you say her last name, it's Peterfreund. She is doing a young adult Clue trilogy. And I read the first book. It was called In the Hallway with a Knife, I believe is the title, In the Hallway with the Knife. It was excellent. And you can tell that she watched the movie and loved it herself and probably has watched it numerous times. There are tons of nods to the movie Clue in her book. And then the next one in the trilogy is coming out in October of 2020. So I will definitely be reading that one. And the review for it is on the website if you want to read the review. So that's just another little tidbit to go along with Clue.
So I found an article that says, so Jason Bateman is the director for the Ozarks, but is reportedly in talks to direct and star in the Fox/Disney film. Yay! Bateman is also developing the script with Ryan Reynolds, also likely to star.
Okay. Do they say any other character? Probably not yet.
Not really, no.
Yeah. I'm so excited. I that needs to come out. It needs to come.
Yeah, I don't know, when is it supposed to?
I don't even know if they're just in talks, you know, it might not even come for sure, you know. But I don't know. Like I said, I have tons of movies that I really, really enjoy, but if I had to pick like top 5 movies, Clue would definitely be one, and the original April Fool's Day would be another one. I would have to think about the other 3, but yes. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah.
I'll definitely be excited to see the remake, though. I'm excited to see the remake of Candyman, too.
Yes. June of 2020? I think that one's coming out. Yeah. Hopefully it should be good. With Jordan Peele and all the special effects nowadays.
Yep.
So which one are we going to watch next?
I don't know.
Should we do Dirty Dancing? Get some romantic I guess it's not a comedy. Well, there's a few comedic parts in it, but I don't know, I'll take a look and we'll decide.
Sounds good.
What comes next. She is crazy.
Yeah, Kim just got a new cat.
Her name is Gigi, It is short for goat girl because when she meows, sometimes she sounds like a goat. So she's adorable and she's very social and she's insane right now. So yay. Cool. Anything else?
Nope.
Excellent. Glad you liked it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Short and fast. I'm glad you did like it. If you didn't, I would have been like, you can just leave it out. We know.